Ontario County Daily Messenger, Wednesday, March 18, 1936. St. Patrick's Day 1936 will go down in history as marking the advent of the most damaging sleet storm in the current history of Ontario County. With city thoroughfares and outlying highways rendered extremely hazardous because of the litter of tree limbs and electric lines, which continued to fall throughout the day, motor vehicle traffic was cut to a minimum. The damage to electric light and power lines, homes, trees, shrubbery, and other forms of property has been tremendous, running into hundreds of thousands of dollars. But so great was the confusion today that not even an approximate estimate of the actual loss could be cited.
The 1936 ice storm was one of the most serious in the history of RG&E. Number one is, of course, the 1991 ice storm.
The worst ice storm in anybody's memory. On Ogden Center Road, 7 poles had come down. Here, like in most areas, the storm presents a paradox. The almost eerie, surreal beauty of the ice-encased branches giving way under the weight of the ice, sounding like crackling gunfire.
And then all of a sudden you heard tree limbs crashing, and seriously it sounded like the end of the world. It really was scary and frightening.
Storm damage was unforgiving. On each road, at every block, cars and homes were draped in an icy prison.
Once we realized that it was going to be really, really bad and the ice was forming on the trees and the porches, we decided, my wife and I and the 2 kids decided to go up to Rochester to stay with the in-laws.
Power went out and the house got colder and colder because of it being an old house. So we moved up to my brother and his wife's apartment. We had 4 adults, 1 baby, and 4 cats in one very small apartment.
We put a charcoal grill on the front porch and began to cook hamburgers and hot chocolate, and before too long we had quite a coterie of neighbors and friends.
Power crews responded where they could, but for every job completed, 2 others popped up.
One thing that always stuck in my mind was that many of our critical customers, like Thompson Hospital, had a backup system. The local McDonald's was on that circuit, and so they got power very early on in the outage. For the next 10 or 12 days, we ate pretty well because they'd bring us food about every day.